An important guest.
Haven.
Who could it be?
Every touch.
This way, please.
All right.
The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Yes, yes. Well, they're okay. All right. It is
This
a
trash can is perfect for
new
me.
version.
Perfectly legal for me to stay in.
It's actually even more than that. It's Penacony is finished, I think. Not for us, of course, but for everyone at large. We have new banners, I think a new world. Oh hey. Whoa-ho's back. And I don't know what this homecoming war dance is, but received some comms from Cienjo, so maybe we're going back to the Cienjo for a, I don't know, a continuance? Another continuance? Yeah. You look like a interesting, fun character. Got a crown. Another barefoot, too. You could be buddies with Clara. Yeah. Okay, it is a Trailblaze continuance then. Sanjo Luafu's war dance is about to commence. Okay. Well, unless there's an event tied to this and that there's no requirements to do the other continuance first, we will probably hold off on this. Continue on. You know, you look so much like March. Are you March? Just dressed up in a cool outfit? But, yeah, we'll continue with the Penacony storyline for now. All right. Let's go ahead and try out Yunli here. We didn't manage to get Jade, unfortunately, but who knows? Maybe we'll manage to get Yunli, or who knows? Maybe we don't want Yunli. We'll see. But another physical destruction. All right. Automatically trigger blast counter when attacked. That sounds like it involves follow-ups. Possesses a powerful counter ability that can be activated manually. Are you actually kind of like a buddy to Clara in your mechanics and everything? It's physical destruction, barefoot. Ooh, yummy. Okay, she's adorable. I already love her. But, and she does counters too. Physical destruction, barefoot, that does counters. I mean, come on. That's Clara. All right. Gale spins somersault. Deals physical damage 90% of her attack to single enemy. Pretty standard. Bladeborn Quake. Restores HP. Restores HP equal to 28% of Yunli's attack, plus 177. And deals physical damage equal to 105% of her attack to a single target enemy, and physical damage equal to 52% to adjacent targets. So not actually as strong as a lot of other destruction characters' attacks, I don't think. But also heals her. So, you know, it balances out, I think. Let's see. Earthbind Aetherbreak. Consumes 120 energy. Well, yeah, it's the energy cost. Why is that important here? Yunli gains parry and taunts all enemies. Nice. Lasting until the end of the allies or enemy's turn. I'm going to assume what this means is that till the end of her next turn, and each enemy is only taunted for one turn? Maybe? Otherwise it doesn't sound very good. Increases the crit damage dealt by Yunli's next counter by 90%. Maybe it is. When triggering the counter effect from talent launches the counter into it coal instead and removes the parry effect. If no counter is triggered while the parry is active, Yunli will immediately launch the counter to its slash on a random enemy target. Okay. So it is actually just until a single enemy attacks or until her turn. But a 90% increase in damage is actually kind of nice. Or wait, no. Crit damage. Still kind of nice. And then, let's see, Intuit Slash deals physical damage equal to 198%. Yunli's attack to the target deals physical damage equal to 99% of her attack to adjacent targets. Right. And then Cole, the same deal. Just, you know, whether it's on one person or random person or person who attacked her. Then additionally, ooh, this is even better actually. Additionally deals 6 instances of damage, each dealing physical damage equal to 64% of her attack to a random single enemy. Okay. And then when Yunli deals damage via this ability, it's considered as dealing ultimate damage, of course. And then Fiery Wheel. After each use of Intuit Slash, the next Intuit Slash will be replaced by Intuit Coal. Okay. I'm gonna guess that there's an Intuit Slash as part of the talent, maybe? Otherwise, I don't feel like that one is especially useful. And then Demon Quell. While in the parry state, resists crowd control debuffs received and reduces damage received by 20%. Okay. Flash Forge. It's a blast. When Yunli gets attacked by an enemy target, additionally regenerates 15 energy. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually kind of nice. And immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing physical damage equal to 105%. And 52% to adjacents, which is actually the same exact as her skill. So, okay, kind of nice. In addition, there's no immediate target. If there's no immediate target to counter, then counters a random enemy target instead. Wait, why would there be no immediate target to counter? Trying to think of when that might happen. Maybe like if an enemy explodes, hurts her, she gets a counter, and then they're not there, so she'll attack one of the enemies that shows up randomly. Okay. Fair enough. And then True Sunder. Using a counter increases Yunli's attack by 30%. Lasting for 1 turn. Very nice. Okay. Still not sure how useful. I mean, Intuit Coal is objectively better than Intuit Slash. But I mean, since this taunts, it seems fairly unlikely that you'll trigger the Fiery Wheel all that often. And really, I'm getting the sense that she's basically just a slightly better Clara. I'd have to compare the actual values, but okay, I was just looking at Clara's values for a second. And yeah, no, she's actually quite a significant improvement on Clara, I think. Yeah, in addition to being able to heal herself, I mean, the fact that she counters with a blast every turn, and her blast is actually a little better, is quite nice, rather than relying on the, well, I guess Svarog does have the one where it allows you not to need her to be attacked. Yeah, you really kind of need to get them to want her more. Make her more attractive. I guess, is there anyone besides March who does that? I think there are. Alright, posterior precedence. This unit gains the ward effect, lasting for 20 seconds. During this time, and upon entering combat by either attacking enemies or receiving an attack, immediately casts Intuit Coal on a random enemy and increases the damage dealt by this attack by 80%. Okay. That's nice, I suppose. Let's see what you got, Yunli. Oh, she has a frickin' giant blade I'd almost expect to see in, like, a Souls game. That's awesome.
Intercepting sword technique.
Nice. So many technique
Metal.
points.
Let's go.
Hey there, buddy. All right.
Cleave through clouds. We're in trouble
Nice.
now.
But let's turn that off. Obviously you want to boost her.
Evil has begun.
Well, let's see what your normal attack looks like first. The enemy attacks in the next turn. Yeah. Use ultimate now so that a powerful counter can be launched upon being attacked. Okay.
I'll melt it all down.
And
Clouds, it cleaves a path.
nice. It's actually less, I don't know, flashy than a lot of the recent ones have been.
Naughty children, don't listen.
I mean,
You're in bad shape.
Let's be friends, shall we?
let's see what it's like when it's not interrupting us,
Chill
though.
out. Yeah. Yes, you! 1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Good omens.
She almost feels like she'd be Pyro.
Right on time.
Is she throwing her sword at them? It feels like it.
Pulverizing sword strike.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yes, you.
yeah. Oh, you can only have one active at a time. It is quite nice that I mean, the 15%, like you can, or the 15 energy, you can get to stack energy recharge on her, I'd imagine, and like every 1 or 2, well, okay, maybe not quite that good. Every 2 or 3 attacks on her, plus her own attack.
Seems I've been waiting a while.
Sorry, Natasha. Probably gets an enhanced counter.
Clouds severing mountains. I'll melt it all down.
Nice. All right.
Rock shattering slash. Customers are always
Quite
welcome.
nice.
Chill out. To Earth, it descends with might. Eradicate.
Was that Cole? It wasn't her turn again. She wasn't attacked.
Right on time.
Wait. Is it anyone who... Can I see your abilities again? No, it's only when she's attacked. I think. Felt like she was using it more often than...
You're in bad
But-
shape.
Maybe not. Or maybe that counts as a... Like if DOT counted as a triggering a counter. She feels good there.
An important guest. Who could it be?
Yeah. I mean, I might wish for her. Be nice to get more Yukongs, Lynxes, and Hanyus. Or Hanyas. Yeah, I think where she'll shine also is... with how many counters she'll get follow-up teams. I think she'll slot in there quite nice.
This way,
Alright.
please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so
Bet they
watch
are.
your step.
Let me, actually trigger that again. Alright, meet these special guests. Do we have any wishes? We have a few, but we'll hold off for now. Oh, there's Robin. Yeah.
She is.
It really is her.
Yeah.
Miss Robin.
Oh, she's with a bunch of children. God, please. You're not Sparkle, right? Yeah, no. Sparkle wouldn't be down here.
Everyone sings so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style,
Oh?
but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Aw.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
Are they actually kids? Oh, wait. I was going to ask if they're actually kids and not Pepeshi, but yeah, I don't see the little balls. So I guess, yeah, they are children.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives.
Aw. You're doing good work down here, aren't you, Robin?
Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
I mean, if they're children orphaned down here in a dream, not even the Penacony dream, but like even deeper still, yeah. A lot of things have had to go wrong for that to happen, I think.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef. Talked to everyone I met. And they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
Do you mean Dreamflux Reef isn't worth clinging to? Like, regardless of what it once was, what it was intended to be, that it's time to let go?
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family.
I didn't realize there was an age limit for the sweet dream. Interesting. Maybe they said that at one point, but... Damn. Blind. Who apparently was engaged in child labor. Gary, with autism. Wait, since he was a child, are they not still children? Didn't we establish that they were children?
If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings.
Yeah. So they
In
are
this
still
dream,
children.
Well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
Oh. Interesting. You know, the way the whole Penacony works, it's almost like people who've been dealt with a bad hand, choosing to live in, well, like the classic philosophical question of if you could live in a perfect simulated reality, would you? It's basically that. Except dream instead of computer.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality.
Will you? I mean, if you've been in this dream, like, for years, your body, I mean, sure, you can enter it. You're like, you can wake up, but you won't be able to get up.
But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore.
Well.
No. And Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic.
So is Carol, the dream is able to give her sight, right? Or no? I mean, if it can, that's actually really cool.
You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
Interesting way to think about it there, Grace.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
That's lovely.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
No kidding. Truly.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out
This is
there.
an understatement.
I'm really sorry about that.
You want to, set your brother's nerves, at ease? He should be here somewhere, I would think. Though, probably under the care of Mr. Gallagher. Yeah. He was kind of freaking out and going on the warpath to avenge you.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change.
Right.
Until it gradually faded away.
We had heard a little bit about that.
At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment. Perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, your voice changed. Your voice isn't like... I guess, based on your combat, it probably is, but infused with the power of harmony or something. So, with Penacony falling into disharmony, maybe that would result in your voice changing?
But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the sweet dream's collapse.
Right. We can't allow the world, the universe, to lose Robin's voice. We have to fix this.
The sweet dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family heads refused to talk about it.
Are they
Only my brother was willing to respond.
willfully ignorant? Or just trying to sweep it under the rug? In a really extremely short-sighted way? Or maybe they don't recognize that it's, gonna lead to the collapse of their dream. But your brother was willing to respond. Well, that's good. Maybe because it was, he trusts you.
Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here.
Wait. Was your death, quote-unquote death, self-inflicted, then? So you could, get here.
The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death.
Yeah.
A dream within a dream. Penacony's past is buried.
Yep.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I mean, yeah, it sounds fine now, but I assumed it was just the speaking voice that was the issue. Or, I mean, the singing voice that was the issue.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream.
Yeah, that's not terribly surprising to me. A Sweet Dream... well... it seems... a little bit sour.
It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities.
Right.
Trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream.
Yeah. This is, we've been talking about... how literal is the trapping? I mean, we've exited ourselves, but... is it just sort of, they put you in such a state of bliss that you can't bring yourself to leave?
This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak.
Right.
A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Yeah. It's certainly after, well, you know, everything we've learned about the harmony. Penacony seemed very, out of tune with that. You know, with the harmony's ideals.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin?
Maybe. There's so many forces at play, though. Well,
considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
right. Which, I don't know. Does Jade... well, she hasn't been here, though. Say, if one of the IPC has that level of power, maybe.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something.
On the other hand, there's also, let's see, Sparkle I don't think has that much power. She is up to no good, that's for sure. Then there's, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Black Swan has that level of power. Truly.
Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it.
Right. You would like to fix them? You know, fix Penacony? Put it back in line with the harmony?
I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer.
Yes?
I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh, I mean, that's the right move, but damn it, I was really looking forward to seeing your performance, Robin. Oh. That one hurts. 11 hours to the Charmony Festival.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Aww.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove.
That's adorable. I love seeing them as children.
But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
Aw, maybe.
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
Yeah.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
But it needs to be free, doesn't it?
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice.
Aw.
But where will it live?
An important question, Robin.
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
Caged bird now.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert?
Who could this be? And also, I'm betting the Great One is the Harmony. So the Sunday and Robin are considered the Harmony's two best interpreters? That'd be interesting.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
That they do.
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Yeah,
Why?
because that would be cruel. It's meant to be free.
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage.
I love Robin's instinct.
Birds belong to the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
Well, he was suggesting the cage, but
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
that is a problem.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
Is this voice actually kind? I don't know, I get a bad vibe from it.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights.
Oh, wow.
So that they look like shooting stars.
That's actually awesome. I want to see that. That's so cool.
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth.
No?
Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
What does this ability, provide them against nature?
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started
talking about
seeking
flight.
new opportunities in the air.
I see. Fair enough. That you're talking specifically about the ability to look like shooting stars.
After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination?
It's
Right?
an interesting perspective at the very least.
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
Ooh.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
I don't know. I guess it's up to you, Robin.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because
Well, keep in mind, if you take one taking care of it, you might prevent it from growing strong enough to fly. Just like if you see a chrysalis with a butterfly trying to struggle its way out, if you help it, you're actually hurting it.
I want it to live. no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
Oh, what was the, so he wants, I wanted to live no matter what. Hers was birds belong to the sky. So they're, a little opposed there. In their perspectives. I'm thinking this applies to, it's going to apply to Penacony and the Sweet Dream. Freedom versus I want it to live no matter what. I guess safety.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Aw.
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood,
Gopherwood.
there's one thing I don't quite understand.
Mr. Gopherwood. I don't think I've heard that name yet.
And what might that be, my son?
Actual son, or you just standard old person?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
I don't think that, well, I guess I kind of agree with Robin on this one. It's not your place. It's their choice.
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
Yeah, it's Sunday. And Gallagher. Oh, I expected him to be sort of locked up in a room or something.
You look a little unsteady. Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yes, you are. And don't worry, your sister is well as well.
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
She's around. She's here. Go walking about, you'll find her.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask.
I'm surprised they haven't released Sunday as a playable character.
Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now.
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
Did you? I mean, you stabbed him in the chest with the meme. Unless I'm misremembering.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
I mean, if he wanted to kill you, he would have to do it in reality. Because clearly, death is in fact not possible here. Which makes so much more sense than when it was possible here.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Gonna recruit Sunday to your cause?
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my fictionology. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades.
Of course.
I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Sunday?
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
I mean, he didn't kill your sister.
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side.
That also.
Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Only towards the family, which I guess technically you are, but...
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is...
your sister.
the sense of justice inside of you.
Or that. Interesting that justice is captioned with ambition. Very interesting choice there. That's not two words I'd normally put together.
Show me Robin first.
All right.
As you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
Oh, Firefly, you're not Robin.
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
Firefly?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
I see what's happening, yeah. Firefly, this is what Firefly had to take care of. But, so that's sort of how the timeline is matching up. Good to know. Sunday getting stabbed was roughly corresponding to us, fighting in, fighting Aventurine and falling here.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Sounding a bit like Aventurine there, Gallagher. Moments later. The 3 graves, or plaques at least.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Is one Mikhail?
Rosalina and Tiernan.
The 2 blazers.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time.
I wonder if that'll happen on Urilo 6 for us. I mean, Trailblazers who saved the planet from the Stellaron and connected it to the stars.
However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
I mean, do you want the prison to be more than a memory? Or perhaps you just don't want the history forgotten, sort of buried.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
I mean, it's not terribly surprising. That was so very long ago, was it not? Actually, this reminds me of a thought I had earlier. Mikhail. The family betrayed Mikhail. How long ago was that? I thought that would have been like centuries ago. But maybe not. Micah seems to have known Mikhail.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned.
Wow. Ventured into the heart of into the heart of the star system. Not into the heart of the star.
Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace.
That's a shame.
In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Letmoth family to explore beyond the system.
Wait, didn't you just say...
To be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Oh, God. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you just say that he died? He didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. But it was the swarm that wiped him out. I mean, the sense I've gotten is that the threat of the swarm has been stemmed for the last number of thousands of Amber Arrows. Or hundreds of Amber Arrows, maybe. But I might be mistaken on that. If that is the case, then yeah, this would have been many, many moons ago.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
Yeah, Often happens with heroes.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
Oh?
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday.
Yeah. Also, hi, Gallagher. What? Gallagher, can you clear this up for me? Mikhail, was he the first Watchmaker? Like, the OG? Like...
Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Hello, Gallagher. Mr. Sunday. Your sister, as you can see, is safe and sound. And where are you, Firefly?
Robin.
Come on. Hug her. Say hello. Guess we should talk to everyone. Yeah, those two. Hey there, Misha. I guess you're following us too, yeah. Firefly. And I guess the Express is not out and about. Let's start with these two.
Brother.
There's no need for words. You're safe. And that's all that matters.
I am really happy that, despite all his shortcomings, Sunday truly cares about his sister. Misha?
Huh. The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
You are so carefree, I love it. Micah?
Well, I did my job. I gathered everyone here. Gallagher will explain the rest to you. Take care.
Please do. This is all becoming more and more complicated. So many cogs in this machine.
I brought Gallagher here. It's time to face the truth.
That it is, Firefly. Well, Gallagher, you have some explanations for us? You want to make all of this make sense? Preferably put the timeline in order for me as well. I would love that.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Wait, are you the one who sent out all those invitations to Penacony, Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
I mean, he kind of is.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything.
Starting with, what's your goal? I mean, I don't think you're the only one with a goal here. Like I said, the IPC has their own ambitions. Black Swan's doing who knows what. I think she is being honest in that she just wants to be here to capture a record of it. To experience it with her own eyes. And then Sparkle, her ambitions are even less clear than the IPC's or Black Swan's. I mean, even more so than yours, because yours are, I think you want to fix Penacony, make it live up to what the Watchmaker originally intended.
The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions.
Thank you.
Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef.
Oh?
The deputy of the Watchmaker.
Huh.
And the one who sent out that invitation.
There it is. Yeah, that makes sense. That does. But the founder of Dreamflux Reef? Really? How old is Dreamflux Reef? I guess, can't be that old. I mean, you're human, right? Not long-lived.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
And wait, fictionologist, actually. I swear I've heard that faction before. Was that another one of the ones that follow the Remembrance? Or one of the ones that follow Aha? I want to say Remembrance. Separate from the Memo Keepers. Maybe not. I can... It's probably in the databank.
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Or is it that they want to prevent history from being covered up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
No? How did you end up in your current position then?
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Oh.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy.
Right.
Inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. It's also quite dangerous, you know. It's quite the gamble. Aventurine would be proud.
Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you.
Yeah.
The Stellaron.
Is there a Stellaron here, Gallagher?
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
Yeah, unless the sweet dream is covering everything up.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
It's been completely sealed. Someone is manipulating the Stellaron. You're pulling our leg again. No. Someone is manipulating it.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons.
I mean, I don't know if I'd agree that I'm the most familiar with them. I'm just the most intimate with them. I mean, I'm sure Mr. Welt knows way more about Stellarons than I do.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island.
Interesting. I should also point out, I mean, someone manipulating the Stellaron, I think usually it's the other way around.
To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
So, you're saying they harnessed a Stellaron to build Penacony? Like the dream of Penacony? That is insanity. And the Harmony, well, clearly the Harmony is not okay with this.
And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Asdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, now we know why they wanted to send Firefly here.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison.
Yeah.
They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play.
That was a bad idea. That just doesn't go well for anybody. Stellarons should never be used.
The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
Did you just say, though, that the Watchmaker did use it, or I guess just But no, yeah, they liberated it. And then they came up with the idea. Well, I guess you don't say that they came up with the idea of using the Stellaron.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
That's where the family comes in. Whatever the Montour system is. Presumably a system that was under the, follows the Harmony. And the Harmony is all about bringing other systems, people into the fold. Assimilation. At least that's the sense I get. Stellaron had already been activated. It was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape. And that must have had weird effects.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person.
Really?
They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the
There it
civil
is.
unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony.
Mikhail is the original Watchmaker. Excellent. Okay. Fantastic. How old was Mikhail? Because a lot of the stuff people have been saying makes it sound like Mikhail didn't disappear that long ago.
Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Wait. Yeah. Help Mikhail. Okay. So Mikhail's enemies, his rivals, are the ones who, I guess, say activated the Stellaron, but that's probably not quite right. Caused it to start seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape. And then the family arrived and helped Mikhail. Right. They quelled the unrest and helped build Penacony. Though only under the disguise of the Harmony. So using the power of the Harmony to basically cover up the Stellaron disaster.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
A good question, March.
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor?
Yeah.
The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland?
I honestly don't know. I don't understand enough about miHoYo to really say.
It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits.
Oh, God.
With a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape. And gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Yeah, I think I've made comments to that, of that, variety that it's, well, not quite that it's feeding off of them, but, that it's the malicious nature of, the sinister nature of, how it, prevents people from wanting to leave.
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one.
It's just... and the family follows the Harmony.
Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose.
Yeah. Jeez. They really are like a mafia family, aren't they? God.
At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the years, I fabricated a meme within this dream for our use.
Gallagher, how old are you?
Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
Right. So you kill them to make them fall deeper.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster.
Yeah.
And draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
Is your goal then to eliminate the Land of Dreams? Or just to remove the family?
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
Right. I wonder if it's the Bapeshi one. The one that was basically all "We Are Legion" to Acheron. Seems like the most likely candidate.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, I suppose. Alternatively, this conflict is kind of a legacy.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
I'm also just fascinated but interested in what are the family's motivation? Why do they want people trapped in the dream? To feast off it just so that, to permanently contain the Stellaron, or I don't know. Like I said, it really doesn't seem harmonious. Unless that is the true meaning of the harmony, is to have people in a stupor. It's one way, I guess, of eliminating things like conflict and bringing people together.
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
So you think he's aware of the Stellaron, then? I guess all the family heads probably are. Huh. This has been crazy, Gallagher.
Go ahead. I'm sure Mr. Wings holds all the answers.
I hope so. Oh, yeah. The universe will become a harmonious whole, with no discordant notes to disrupt the beautiful chords, and no fools worrying about their own short-sighted futures. Yeah, I guess this is one way of achieving that. It's kind of, well, I don't know if malicious is actually quite the right word, but definitely terrible. Thus, under the loving radiance of the Aeon Shipe, their chosen people formed a harmonious family. They come from different worlds, belong to different civilizations, and have different identities, but they are, at the same time, the closest family members there are. Never noisy disputes or even contradictions among its members. It's just not possible to achieve through benevolent means, I don't think. Only eternal love and smiles, to have no disputes or contradictions. It's just not natural. Whenever new worlds accept the blessing of Shipe, the family will celebrate, rejoice, work even harder at praising the Aeon's kindness. Not every blessed world can become a member of the family. Few would mention the civilizations that perished out of stupidity or hubris. People are also curious whether any members of the family had grown tired of the one and voluntarily abandoned the path of harmony. In the face of such a question, the family smiles and replies, never. Yeah, I don't trust. This is just dystopia just oozing off of these words. Ah, the enigmata. The history fictionologists. Which is also, yeah, the riddlers too. Let's see. History is not mired in truth. Reality can be distorted. We should let the past cease to stay in the past. It only exists in the here and now, in our brains, where everyone can embellish it. There's evidence that history fictionologists are a group of emanators. Really? Gallagher's not an emanator, though, is he? That were enlightened by eons. They often plunge into the sea of stars alone, traveling planet to planet with the sole purpose of fabricating, scaring, destroying, and erasing the local history. Feels like you have the opposite goal, though, Gallagher. History fictionologists, in fact, honestly, the family seems more like a history fictionologist in this case. History fictionologists believe that the past determines the future. When a civilization's history is definite, its future development is doomed, as all possibilities are eliminated, leaving only a sad and rigid path forward. In order to save these worlds from the sad fate of objectivity, history fictionologists consider enigmata as their only creed and are determined to shroud the universe in mystery. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gallagher, but are you actually a history fictionologist? Or maybe I'm missing something about your plan, but like I said, it sounds like you're trying to do the opposite of fabricate, obscure, or destroy, or erase the history of Penacony. History fictionologists carry out their mission of destroying history alone and decisively, with an altruism that is difficult to comprehend. Their views are poorly understood by most, and their blatant hatred of objective facts is somewhat extreme. Many worlds are beginning to realize the irreversible, intangible damage that these emanators of enigmata have caused to culture. Across the cosmos, history fictionologists have a reputation comparable to that of the Antimatter Legion. Damn. The Intelligentsia Guild has publicly denounced them. The Antimatter Legion destroys matter, but the history fictionologists destroy the very universe itself. Well, shoot. View a record stamp. In view of the fact that this entry has been edited with unknown attribution, it is hereby declared that this entry is inapplicable to any reference and will no longer be updated. Edited with unknown attribution. Makes me wonder if the history fictionologists have fictionalized their own entry. See a little bit more about Mythos. To stop questioning is to ask pouring rain to relinquish its faith in the glittering stars. Open yourself to the roaring river of metaphors, and you will find truth awaits, hiding at the end of the night sky, in the swirling rosy storm of a bygone age. It is a fallacy that all things can be experienced and recognized. I would agree with that. Certainly can't experience all things. The living seek to produce prophecies of the unknown based on their limited grasp of order, but little do they know that the universe has no end, and that the truth is but a fevered dream. To prevent the certainty that erudition brought about from destroying the possibilities championed by Mythos. Oh, so you're an enemy of erudition. Mythos from destroying possibilities championed by Mythos. Mythos conjured the fog of thought and the rain of sensation to reveal to the mortals the inexplicable truth through the four agents: Morph, Screen, Riddle, and Mirage. Well, makes even more sense why the Intelligentsia Guild and company would oppose the history fictionologists, since they are erudition, I think. While we're here, I find it fascinating that while Blade, Silverwolf, and Sam, and probably Kafka, no, I think Elio was Destiny's slave, are wanted dead or alive, explicitly do not hurt Destiny's slave. Do not let them lose their ability of independent thinking. I guess people consider, or the IPC considers Elio's ability far too valuable to lose, which understandable. Not that I think you could ever hope to catch Elio unless he wants to be caught. Alright, do you guys have anything new to say, Firefly?
As I suspected, the core of this issue lies within the Stellaron.
Yeah, it really makes a lot more sense why Elio had you come here. Knowing a Stellaron is involved. It was a little weird. My suspicion has always been that everywhere we go, a Stellaron will be involved in some way. And I was wondering when and where it was going to come in. But, Misha.
You all look quite serious. Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid probably not. I don't know, though. I really don't know what you're capable of, Misha, other than being adorably klutzy. All right. How about you two?
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
Yeah. Don't try to hide this, Mr. Sunday. Stellarons are so much more dangerous than you're probably aware. You guys think you can control it. You probably can't.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
And you're gonna have your sister perform atop the Stellaron? That seems a little insane.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
That was the Grand Theater was the first part of the sweet dream to materialize. That is quite interesting.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Actually, I think earlier I said I didn't recognize that name. But is that the Papeshi? Yeah, I think we've actually have heard, because we've heard a lot of the family head names, I think, when we were reading his books or his notes and stuff. But yeah, that's got to be the Papeshi, the one that said, "Please leave, Acheron."
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Oh, he's been investigating. Yeah, the person who employed its power. Wait. I guess that verifies that Mr. Gopherwood is Mr. Legion is quite old.
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Yeah, fair. He is one of the most powerful people in this realm, I suppose.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
It kind of did. I imagine Mr. Go would not have ended up well for him if he had confronted Mr. Gopherwood.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
Right. There is the possibility he isn't the Papeshi, but I think that'd make the most sense. We'll see eventually, regardless.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, My brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds.
In what way?
We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopher Wood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony.
But aren't the, I'm always forgetting your names. The angel beings, though. Aren't they naturally a part of the family? I guess not. Maybe they were brought into the family. You know, at the same time that you two were brought in.
But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause.
Aw, of course. And yeah, I mean, he did call you to the, something to the effect of the surest or the best, most prominent voices of the Harmony or something like that. I guess the two most in tune with the Harmony. Which would explain why he was able to use that one kind of, honestly, a little dark power of the Harmony on Venturine. And her voice carries the Harmony as well. But, yeah, no, the family... I mean, the Harmony always, just the nature of it lends itself to dystopia. It seems Mr. Gopherwood is the embodiment of that aspect of it.
I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself. Or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams.
What is the paradise in your dreams, Sunday?
As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony...
Well, you'll just have to, I was gonna say kick their asses, but that's not very harmonious either.
I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark.
Talking about yourself, Gallagher?
Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
Yeah, that's for the best. I mean, you probably don't stand a chance on your own, Mr. Sunday. Even with Robin with you. Like, I'm sure if Mr. Gopherwood, like if you try to fight him on your own, I'm sure he'll just denounce you and strip you of your position. And you'll be fighting the entirety of the family by yourselves, and that couldn't almost certainly not go well.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah. I mean, we already found out their fates, I suppose, but, we can carry on their mission at the very least, right?
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Yes, Miss Trailblazer. Ain't nothing to fear no more. Heroes never back down. Going up against the Dream Master? Nah, I'd surrender. I think that's the reference to the, nah, I'd win meme. Ain't nothing to fear no more.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
What? Why?
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Right. I mean, if Mr. Welt and Himiko are on board, the whole of the Astral Express is on board.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
You're more than welcome, Robin. Anything for you.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
What was it, 11 system hours?
We must hasten.
Probably less now.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Okay, sure. What's up, Mr. Welt?
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
Outside of Penacony, outside of the dream, probably near powerless. Inside the dream, well, about as close to omnipotent as you can get outside of Black Swan and Acheron.
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Yeah.
We must proceed with great caution.
Does he have the entire power of Harmony behind him? I feel like he shouldn't if he's, you know, going against the Harmony. Or maybe the Harmony is okay with all of this, I don't know. Like I said, there's that aspect of the Harmony that is just naturally prone to dystopia. Maybe the Harmony is fine with that.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
What? Why?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now.
Sure.
Though I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey.
But he wouldn't go against Robin. No, I refuse to believe that. I must give him the benefit of the doubt there. I mean, if he turned against Robin, that would... Man, we would have to show him the error of his ways. Turn him back to the proper path.
You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Which one? Oh, yeah. Aventurine's token. Remember the envoy played a little trick with it.
Huh. I knew it.
What, tracking device? I don't think this will bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
Yeah. Tracking device.
If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
It might. I do expect to see Aventurine again sometime, but...
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Of course he's still alive, March. You can't die in the dream. Probably. I mean... At the very least, the dream did have those safeguards, and those safeguards did actually work. Maybe it's possible to die normally in just normal dream bubbles, Memoria, whatever.
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check.
Right. Of course, the IPC is going to cause all kinds of trouble, too. Going to be in a 3-way war, aren't we? Maybe 4-way if we count Sparkle. No, she's really just looking to throw wrenches in the works.
If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for.
I'll bet. You know, if it is just the family's safeguards in place keeping everyone from dying here, that makes the Dream Master even more dangerous. That's not a fun thought.
The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status.
Right.
But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Sure. I mean, they're probably listening to our conversation right now.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, I guess it depends on what kind of transmitter it is.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Are we actually splitting up? I thought you were just volunteering us to do this, not going off on your own. Shoot.
Spoken like a true hero.
He is. He's by far the most mature of us all.
Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
You think the Dream Master has the potential to be innocent? To not be the traitor? I suppose, yeah. I suppose that's possible. We've been talking about it as if it is for sure the Dream Master, but I suppose we don't actually have any proof of that at this point. It also would make the most sense, though, since the Dream Master sounds like the current Dream Master is one of the few people who've, been around long enough that they could have betrayed Mikhail, though. No, you too, Gallagher.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Yeah, how old are you? Let me see your ID.
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony.
Hey, there's still
We've
more.
already collected intel about Razalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork.
It's going to require a lot of legwork to find out about him, though, Himiko.
If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
Wait, really? Is he still alive?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way.
Have you? I mean, it's not you, is it, Gallagher?
I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves.
Thank you. We try.
Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I suppose we might have heard about that a while ago.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
I mean, kinda. Both of our life stories are a little complicated, considering March was trapped in ice, and I, don't remember much, on account of Stellaron. Aw, you're making me blush with these flatteries. Keep them coming. Haha, of course. My reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
I didn't make that up, March. I have had that title since I first picked up my baseball bat and beat that one, dragon-like creature across the face with it.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend has fond memories of his time aboard the Express. She reminisces on every time he has a good drink.
It is you, isn't it, Gallagher?
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed,
Maybe
he
not.
told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that
Okay.
belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze.
Fair enough. So it is not you, but you knew him.
Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Where? Oh, right here. Oh, that's the third. See, that makes sense. All 3 are trailblazers.
Back here again.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do.
Aw.
I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. but I remember your last words.
You're a good man, Gallagher.
Don't let us down, old man.
Was that his last words, or?
What's happening?
Are we rising? Or sinking? No, I think everything is rising. What in the world is that?
Go
Gallagher?
ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Oh my.
The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legwork.
Wait,
The Watchmaker.
Mikhail is his legwork? Mikhail was a nameless. Shit. I did not see that coming. Mikhail Char Legwork. The Watchmaker is confirmed dead as well. And this is his grave. Or at least his dream grave. Huh. Or, wait, oh, I see. I guess it's fitting they would be here. Meet with the Watchmaker. The Watchmaker's legacy. So much about this story is... so many moving parts, but it feels like it's starting to come together.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
But I don't know. Watchmaker? Did you leave like a memory of yourself here? Oh, it's a wheelchair. Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in a garden closet to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. Wait, is that the grand stage? The grand theater? No, probably not. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever awaken him.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
Nice hat. He's got a really nice look to him. Great design. I'm assuming this dream is a dream bubble we can use.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless.
And I suppose you respected his wish that it only be passed on to a nameless then.
After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside.
You did check it.
Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more enigmatic than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Yes. Let's take a look together. As the words cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. Take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. Touch the dream bubble in Mikhail's hand. I guess we don't need to go through, Dr. What's-his-name in Golden Hour. You press your hands against the dream bubble, and the thick, viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips. As if weaving a delicate web, it gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. Try to focus and capture memories. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think. Holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet, before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on?
Excellent question, March.
Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
Hold on. Very curious. It's gotta be a puzzle or something.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
Or a riddle.
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive.
Well, after he came to Penacony at least.
I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism.
Right. Yeah, based off of the stuff he built that is actually his, he was a weird guy, but kind of cool. Gallagher, since you knew him and you were from that time, are you one of the clocky cartoon characters? Are you Brother Hanu? I could see that.
That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
But he explicitly wanted you to pass this dream bubble on to a trailblazer.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
This bird over here?
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Yeah, what do you mean, Himiko?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past.
Right.
How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
I think he does.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything.
Fair enough, fair enough. The whole philosophy of the Enigmata confuses me, though. Like, based off my reading of, fictionologists and the Enigmata, your actions make very little sense to me, but I don't know.
That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Very well. I don't know, maybe it's something that can only be revealed when it's only Trailblazers in his presence.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store.
Wait, are you gonna... does dormancy, death, I guess it can take you the other way as well?
It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Wait, which store was it? That Dreamscape sales store. Oh, all right. Oh, Buddha Hills POV. Fun. 10 system hours.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Buddha Hill is just, well, he's on the hunt.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
This poor lady, the Nameless have already checked in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Yeah, this is a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
He's a special man. I love Boot Hill.
Me? I'm Pom Pom. A new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
Hi, Pom Pom. You're looking a little different.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty cool. We get up to a lot of fun. We just travel the stars. I'll be honest with you, Allie, Trailblaze, is the best path.
Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem.
Don't tell this Yen Joy I
Just
said
give me a
that.
second to contact your companions.
Could you have contacted us even if we were in the Sweet Dream?
I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
Yes, we are. But also out of your reach.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
That's, you're doing a good job, Allie. I respect your, not bending over to these two suspicious individuals and,
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
I mean, you can rest over there while you wait.
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
Quite the conundrum.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Boot Hill, you're not sounding very nameless.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
Also unable to reach him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. Settle down, Boot Hill.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Understandable.
You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Yeah. I mean, would you have been able to contact us in the dream, though? Even if we weren't in limbo?
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Don Hung? Boot Hill's a very, hair trigger kind of guy.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions.
I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
That's fantastic. Broken arrow. Nice. And Boot Hill's tackled to the ground. Nah. Can we talk to anyone here?
I heard a big star is coming soon.
Oh? Said in the fan group that there are what, Robin?
Even if
taller
we stood
than
on
the
each other's
piece.
heads, this statue would still be taller than us.
Papeshi.
Flammable goods are not permitted on the premises.
Yeah, I don't think there's probably anything new here, is there? Oh. Sabrina, the Border Star Princess, and Jno, the Strange Papeshi. Okay. Hold that thought really quick. Oh, there's a few people. Oh, I see. We're asking around the lobby for information. All right, let's just talk to
Face recognition failed.
Collie here, or Cotty. Hello, Miss Head of Security.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound
Cody.
family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Like, for the entire hotel, or do you just mean in the real world?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
What kind of rumors?
Wait, you haven't heard?
Oh, she's just not gonna volunteer anything.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Oh yeah, Robin isn't dead. Asterisk. Head of the Oak family is totally not missing. A hole in the dream bubble and definitely didn't appear. IPC isn't launching an invasion. Nothing to worry about.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
Oh? The Dream Master himself has arrived. Wait, was he not here before?
Ah, that's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
Yeah, I mean, I think really only the heads of the families are actually in the loop, if even them. Maybe some other high-up people, I don't know, but...
Room rates keep
Huh.
going up.
That sucks. Cost of the rooms keeps going up. Hello there, Sabrina and Juno.
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited.
I would be, but this Charmony Festival is going... Well, it's going to be one to remember, that's for sure.
Hey, you guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
That they are.
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival.
No?
Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun.
Wait. Are you not, like... I guess that just confirms not all Papeshi are family members. Which kind of makes sense, honestly. Which also means... Holovians, I think that was it, yeah. For the Robin and Mr. Sunday species. Yeah, I guess that means not all Holovians are family members either.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time.
I
My
mean,
dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
I kind of doubt that. I strongly doubt that. Unless he's like owns the entire world or something.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event. How can a birthday party compare?
I mean, yeah.
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era.
I guess, maybe.
Anyway,
Hey, wait.
forget about that.
You look good for
heard
your
about
age if that's the case.
Unsettling things happening in the dreamscape.
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival. I've been looking forward to it.
Unfortunately for you, it very well probably is going to ruin the Charmony Festival. Honestly, even just the fact that Robin is not going to perform for it, I mean, in my opinion, that immediately ruins the Charmony Festival. What's even the point of the festival if Robin isn't going to perform?
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain.
Just to send it down the... Well, I mean, he doesn't have anything against the festival. He's just after Acheron.
Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless.
Literally. Yeah, I don't know what you expected from random passerbys in the lobby.
Hasn't she returned yet?
No.
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea.
Unfortunately, he is also out of contact.
Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
What, people enjoying themselves? I mean, I guess things are going bad and everyone is just carrying on like nothing's wrong. From a certain point of view, that could be not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape.
Right.
However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
I mean, I know Mr. Sunday is occupied, but what about the rest of the family?
Well, I'll be forked.
That's weird.
If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
That is correct.
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC?
What? No.
Bro, if you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Well, A, we're not running, and B, what's this about robbing the IPC?
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them.
I suppose that's true. I doubt anyone expected Boot Hill.
They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
Oh, is it Topaz or...
If I were a family member,
Jade?
I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper.
Oh,
if it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel.
Nice.
In reality.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nothing's really stopping us from going up there, is there? I don't remember if they really check our IDs or anything.
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the Memo Keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends.
Really?
And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
True, but wait, you have friends? I'm sorry, Boot Hill. You just struck me as a very much a loner.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
That way.
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Yeah, we just head over here. It's really not that complicated, Boot Hill. But oh, who do we have over here? Hello, Dennis.
You're
said to use his street
lobby
smarts.
manager,
Street smarts.
right?
Yes.
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
Can you point us to the way of the VIP lounge?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
I love the way he curses. What the fork? Fudging all of it.
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
Don Hung, let the man cook.
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
Well done, Boot Hill. See, Don Hung? Street smarts.
See? Just like that.
Of course, saying that in front of him is less smart.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Yeah, doesn't, give off the best reputation for a Nameless.
Wow, this bar's something else.
Yeah,
Certainly
it is.
worthy of the planet of festivities.
It really is. I mean, the hotel really is actually exceedingly nice, even outside of the dream world.
One peach soul glad, shaken, not stirred.
Nice. Hello, Anderson.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Anderson.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Asdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Asdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
Is it just a code, then?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
Wow. I kind of want it now.
I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
No kidding.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Then what should we do now?
Either that or, I don't know, the memo keeper is playing with you. I could see Black Swan doing that. But not time for another one of your backup plans there, Boot Hill.
Oh, no need to rush. Well, let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and he hasn't come yet.
Yeah. What do you think? Soul Glad?
Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years.
40
I'll have
years?
it neat. No ice.
Nice. And I like your style, Boot Hill. Hell yeah.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
Apparently so.
It's on the house, anyway.
Oh. Oh, that's great.
What can I get for you?
The same.
Anything you recommend is fine.
No, Dan Hong, no.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor.
All right, I
Just
guess.
1 minute.
I don't know. Gallagher really talked about how Soul Glad was kind of terrible, though, didn't he? He wasn't a fan of it.
Flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel.
What?
Really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask aged malt juice in the cosmos.
I think they're calling it a juice instead of a wine. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. And that's a compliment.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Not typically, no.
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
You know, actually, the way you were saying you ordered it neat, not on the rocks. Who would? It must be more like a standard liquor then, actually. Which makes the juice part weird, but whatever.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
I mean, you only have, what, 9-10 hours until the Charmony Festival?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities.
Yeah.
But the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up.
That they are. Presumably the Dream Master, but,
It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
Yeah.
If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Yeah, it complicated is an understatement, Don Hung. Very, very much an understatement. Yeah, I don't think it was followers. Yeah, we know it wasn't followers. Well, actually, so Gallagher, we know he invited us and Firefly. Did he admit to inviting the IPC as well? I think he might have. I'm not sure about the Masked Fools, though. I mean, he sent out all the Watchmaker's invitations, right? So, I suppose, yeah, he did invite the IPC and the Masked Fools, too.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron.
What about her? She is lovely, Boot Hill. You would love her if you got to know her.
As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with.
Okay.
Who in their right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish.
I mean, an Emanator of Nihility. I mean, I feel like someone who is that entrenched on the path of Nihility wouldn't mind dying. The whole point of Nihility is nothing matters.
Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux Arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
I like Boot Hill's style better, though.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region.
Oh.
Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers.
I mean, yeah, but Acheron obliterated the Annihilation Gang, or at least the leader, Ifrit. I still think the other members, Ifrit's children, will pop up at some point.
But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
Yes, she does.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
Maybe. I don't really know what her goal is, but I don't think she's bad.
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
So you just want to have a nice long beating with her.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous the family might be, this move seems highly unusual.
Right. Yeah. Harmony doesn't care for other paths, I suppose.
Unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Which is the case.
If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Poor Dan Heng, completely out of the loop. But also doing a good job of putting things together.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all.
No, no. Shipei is not directly pulling the strings here. Probably.
People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules.
You know, I think that is definitely the case with the family here.
But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
Right. That's why they're Eons.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
No. It's way too disharmonious for Shipei's will to be behind all of it, isn't it? Unless, I suppose... I mean... I guess the family could have fallen out of Shipei's favor, and Shipei would want to tear down the, the sweet dream. But no, that seems unlikely to me. It's kind of weird to imagine a Aeon getting that involved in the affairs of mortals. At least directly involved.
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers?
Do we need Galaxy Rangers?
It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
Right.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Yeah, I would. We still don't know how Akavili fell, do we?
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right.
Right.
It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
Choose the best path, or doing your best to choose the right path for yourself, even with limited insight and judgment. I like that, Dan Heng.
I don't know what you've been through,
He's
but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices. Because no one else can do it for them.
He's been through quite a lot. I mean, he's had to take responsibility for someone else's choices, really. Technically him, but also really not. It's complicated.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions.
I mean, sure. Probably a good idea. But please be nice. She really is quite lovely.
Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
Oh, I was expecting more backups, but just the two then.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier.
What, were you a gambler or something?
By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
What, you want to hold them hostage or kidnap them or something?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family.
Boot hell.
Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No, don't do that, Boot. You don't need to bring the entirety of Penacony down on you.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
You don't want to wait the half hour?
Wait, are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Damn it, Boot Hill.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
There it is.
Huh? Asdana's White Oak? But didn't you just say?
Well, Black Swan has made the order.
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
That she has. Black Swan, are you over there, or?
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well,
bullet earrings.
Fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note.
From Black Swan?
I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
Oh, there you go. Don Hung.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
And it's precisely where Don Hung wanted you to go.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
No scenes.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
These Boot Hills.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill.
2?
So I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Who's the other?
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah.
She's one of them.
Hey there,
Look,
Black
we
Swan.
welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that? You have no regard for etiquette.
Yeah. You'll have to forgive her, Pom Pom.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
Yeah. Though, Black Swan, I think, Stell is the only one who's really aware of that. The garden being on board the Express already.
You are the memo keeper.
Yes, she is.
Pleased to meet you, Don Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Asdana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Wait, did we actually get the bottle of Asdana's White Oak? Was it not just a code?
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
hold on. Who was the second guest?
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black
yes.
Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper.
There she is.
As for Acheron's story,
she'll tell you herself.
I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
Boot Hill, please don't make a scene. Don't tear up the Express.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
Shirtbag, I love it. No.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
Very nice, Black Swan.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I mean, I suppose. But I still think even the Dream Master pales in comparison to you regarding anything to do with Memoria.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Nice.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something?
I mean, do you want an answer to that, Boot Hill?
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Boot Hill. Even as a Galaxy Ranger, I don't think this is a fight you want.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
Yeah.
No other options? What do you mean?
Please, enlighten us, Acheron.
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
Oh? Conductor?
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I mean, yeah, you could ask, well, I guess you can't. Since you can ask Mr. Yang about whether she's a threat or not, but, yeah, why do you want to warp out of the system, though?
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help.
That's probably true. Why would we need to leave the system?
As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you.
So you really were just trying to lure him out by claiming to be a Galaxy Ranger and pissing him off. I like it.
Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
To the person who was in your trailer?
To return his relics to their rightful owner.
His relics?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world.
I like that.
Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet.
Quite poetic.
So, how long has this rain been going on for?
Oh, wow. I don't think I ever noticed the dripping, I don't know, black hole sun thing up there. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the old guy from her trailer. I've seen this sort of scene, or not just her trailer, yeah, in the game too, we've seen this scene quite a few times. I'm sure he's the one she made the promise to.
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain.
God. It's been raining for decades, non-stop, drowning the world.
Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
Oh, jeez. Those are freaking hands reaching towards the sky. What the hell? As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in ethereal mist, reaching out toward the sky one by one. Yeah, those are hands, apparently. Also, apparently, it's a black rain. Man, what happened to this world?
Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean.
Yeah.
Leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
The shadow hands or
Sin-thirsters.
Sin-thirsters.
The obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of IX.
Huh.
Seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. Unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives.
Sin-thirsters are the obsessions of the Pathstriders, emerging from the depths of nihility.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Oh.
A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Oh my. But why did they end up this way?
Are you watching over them?
Are you a Galaxy Ranger? Former?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at
Lord
a price.
Ravager.
A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember.
Damn. Fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager. Was Zulo one of the Eons? I think I saw them in the list.
The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
No, they're not.
Does this seem pointless to you?
She is an emanator of nihility.
Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
Right.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right?
Oh, wait. It's not just a planet you're on, then. I guess that kind of makes sense. That black hole dripping thing is very reminiscent of what we see in that other realm we typically find Acheron in.
Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Or maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if.
Yeah?
If this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
What? Expected to become puppets of the nihility and repeating the mistakes of their past lives? Whatever that actually means. You know, whatever form it takes when they're shadowy arm tendrils.
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. I hope that when that day comes, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, that's sweet. Actually, you know, that guy... Oh, I can't go back now. I mean, it's really a very loose possible connection, but honestly, he looked like he's elderly. I mean, you know, the nice long white hair back there. I could see him being legwork, the Watchmaker, Mikhail. Just maybe. Like I said, it's very... perhaps unlikely. But meta-wise, like story-wise, it would make a lot of sense. Connect her to this, the rest of this. And also, he vaguely looks like Mikhail from behind. Robin's or Robin question mark? 9 system hours. Charmony Festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence.
I mean, that's just being a child.
As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
Hopefully you didn't abandon it entirely.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Alovian servant.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
Promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor.
Huh. Yeah, I was thinking this had a very, had that sort of look to it. He had a very priestly look to him right now. But, interesting that a Holovian serving the Alfalfa family. I thought they were all Pepeshi.
Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
Okay.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
All right.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
You're using the that harmony ability you used on Aventurine.
Oh. Yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Maybe not.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
How many are you going through?
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
This is going to give us a counterexample. Someone who was earnest and one who was not.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket.
Oh, man.
My house, my land, and my 2 children.
Dude. Not cool.
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve.
Sounds to me like you wanted to take the easy way out. I don't think I believe you. You wanted an easier life for yourself and you sacrificed them.
But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
You sure that's a good idea, Sunday?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family.
Redeem your children?
Praise the harmony.
Your children don't need redemption, you do.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday.
This is
the
Pepeshi
most
merchant.
esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
True. That is correct.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have sinned. Please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast and a bottle of Soul Glad.
Yeah, this is the one who's definitely not earnest.
That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a robo-ball game to catch, you know?
Oh, man.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
He's lying.
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me.
I mean, their quote-unquote sin is wasting half a pizza at breakfast and a bottle of Soul Glad. Yeah, I'm I'm kind of actually with the Bepeshi merchant on that one.
You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the Watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from?
Ooh.
And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
I mean, I don't know. It sounded, I mean, Sunday's power might come from the Harmony, but also the family in general is getting a lot of it from the Stellaron.
Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
You're seeing the corruption of the family, of this paradise. What are you thinking, Mr. Sunday?
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes?
Yeah.
Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive?
Yeah.
Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
A lot of people.
Brother? Brother?
Oh, Robin. Was he remembering, dreaming?
Brother, are you
Yeah.
all right?
What's up, Sunday?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
Well...
But it'll all be over before we know it.
Wait. You made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, when Gallagher took you there, and then now you guys are back in Golden Hour. Which I didn't realize at first, because I was thinking that was where the Watchmaker was, but, which actually, maybe it is. Now that I'm seeing it again, on this side, it looks kind of like the same thing. But yeah, no, the cars gave this place away as Golden Hour.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
I don't think it's going to be that simple, though, Sunday. I don't think they're going to let you cancel the Charmony Festival.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so...
Aww.
We'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand.
Here's hoping for your guys' sake. But yeah, no, I was going to say, Sunday seems like a guy who's been beat down by, well, reality. I mean, people.
Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly,
The nature of people.
I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
So you might still go on stage if negotiations do go smoothly then. Kind of doubt they will, but are you the Chordmaster? I mean, that referring to your harmony-infused voice? Is that like the name of your power? I don't know what, Sunday's power is called.
I'm relieved to see your determination. Since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
I think the Dream Master was the Legion of Pepeshi and others.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Good. Finally be able to put this to rest whether it is who I think it is.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Maybe.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Yes.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
But we won't. This is all going to come to a head where IPC, the Dream Master, us, we're all at odds, I think.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
It's okay, Robin.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
All right.
It's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Is that don't you have people for that, Mr. Sunday? You'd be super busy if you deal with every guest's problems personally. But, yeah. Actually, let me talk to Yang here first.
Thank you for everything you've done. I'll be waiting here.
Of course. Well, I think it's about time for us to call it quits for today. We do have more wishes we can make for old Yunli here. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Wait, is this a guarantee? I think it is. Yeah, our next character is, in fact, a guarantee. Actually, not sure if I want to use a guarantee on Yunli. She's fun. I like her. Not sure about that, though. I guess it partially depends on who the next banner is. Actually, the chances of us, well, 19 days. We very well probably will hit pity before then. Perfect timing. Nice. That's, Luoka, I think. And a Lynx. Lovely. On the standard banner, though, not the main banner. Just 20 wishes away. All right. Well, that is, like I said, where we will call it for today.